Shout out to Paul, man. Paul said latest pickup. What is my absolute latest pickup? I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I got frozen yellow Yeezy'S. Now, I got them on some non-hype beast shit. All right, when they first came out, that niggas was calling them the McChickens. When the weirdo guy was on well, I don't want to call him a weirdo guy. Like, you know, I don't want to sound like a fucking hater or nothing like that. But the dude that took the picture with all the McChickens and all the frozen yellows next to each other and all that. Ever since then, I was just like, yo, those shits are flames. But then niggas was wilding with the prices. And obviously that was because they were limited. Once they re-hit and I knew that they were sitting, granted, I wasn't able to get my 11.5, you know, just walking in the mall and grabbing it. And you know what? I'm gonna just go straight into this one because I don't think we ever did a video on this, and we never really spoke about this. So hopefully I'm giving you guys a little bit of new information. So that whole frozen yellow thing, that actually caused an issue. I remember the frozen yellows dropping, and that was the weekend that we celebrated my girlfriend's youngest son's birthday. We went up to damn, what the fuck is that place called? It's a resort up in South Carolina. Needless to say, it doesn't matter. But I remember before we left, I tried hard to get the frozen yellows, and it wasn't working out for your boy. So I kind of gave up on it, man. I wasn't really thinking about it. The price was way too high, and to me, I'm a sucker for a good price. I personally, it's no offense to anyone else, but I personally can't just go out and spend a rack on a shoe. I can't. It's just not me. So I can't just go out and just blow a full rack on a shoe and just fuck it. You know, oh, whatever. It's never been me. I've always tried to get shit for as low as I possibly can. That's the exciting part for me. Even some of the stuff that I have, I will sell it and attempt to get it back cheaper. So I remember that weekend we went to Great Wolf Lodge. That's what it's called, Great Wolf Lodge. And you know, I'm in South Carolina, and I walk into the mall, and there's like 5 different sneaker stores, and they all got frozen yellows, all of them. And I think one store had it in the front. Yo, frozen yellows? You got an 11.5? No. Go to the next store. You got an 11.5? No. Next store. You got a... What I noticed was that 11.5 and up went like hotcakes. I don't know if maybe they just made less of them. But 11 and down was ready. Every single size 11 and down, every single size that the stores got, they had it in full stock up to size 11, nothing over 11. I noticed it was every store. So I noticed that there was only one actual store that had them in the front. There was all the other stores. It just made, you know, I'm walking in there. I just seen them down at that other store. So it's just making sense for me to go in and ask. So when I got back home from that weekend, I remember reaching out to a connect of mine and asking them like, yo, what's the situation on the Yeezy'S? You know what I'm saying? At the same time that this is happening, I'm seeing tweets from an individual that I follow on Twitter, and they're stating something about you might want to go get the Yeezys from the store right now, or something to that effect. So when I'm kind of relaying information, I found out that there was an issue with sneaker stores and Adidas. The issue was that Adidas did not want the Yeezys sitting on the rack. They didn't want that product sitting on the rack. They didn't want the product sitting on the back counter. They didn't want the product visible at all. you would say, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what the stores were asking. So then how are people supposed to purchase them? Adidas' response was that you had to wait until someone asked for the shoe. Now, I could understand where they're trying to keep Yeezy looking really good. So they don't want the product just sitting out as if it's just readily available. But the problem is that it is readily available. Now, I could have went to the mall. I'll take that back. I did go to the mall looking for Yeezy's, my own mall, not the one in South Carolina. Before I left to go to South Carolina, I went to the mall. And my natural thing was that when I went in and I didn't see any, you would think that, oh shit, they're on the back counter. Or, oh, yo, they're on the wall. You got those in 11 and a half? I didn't see any, so I kept it trucking. What I didn't know was that Florida Mall's House of Hoops was sitting on a shitload of pairs. So when I finally caught wind of all this, and now everything is starting to make sense, and I'm getting a little information, and people telling me, yeah, there's actually a dispute between sneaker stores and Adidas. Adidas doesn't want the product on the floor, but yet the stores are like, yo, so then how the fuck are we supposed to sell this shit? Like, we can't just have it sitting in the back. It's got to be on the floor so that people can see it, ask for it, and buy it. Adidas was like, nah, bruh. No way. It's got to stay in the back. I guess they went back and forth, and Adidas just was like, listen, pack it all up and send it back. So literally across the 50 states, are there 50 states? I'm tripping. Across all states, Adidas pulled everyone's stock back. So my question is, where the fuck are all these frozen yellows at? Because this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stores got an email stating, hey, take all of the Yeezys, put them back in the box, send them back. So I know, I eventually heard of stores sending back 10 pairs, 15 pairs, 20 pairs. I managed to get lucky, and I caught it right as they were going to pack it. I caught my 11 and a half. So that is my latest pickup. It's off over there to the side. I gave you a lot of information for a simple question of what's my last pickup. But yeah, man, I got lucky on them Yeezys, and they are now in my collection. I haven't worn them yet, but I'm not no hype beast type shit. Well, I am a hype beast. Listen, technically, everyone's a hype beast in some shape or fashion. I'm just not ready to wear mines, man. So I'll probably bust them out. I think I said that last week. I'll probably bust them out this weekend. What I need to do is I need to get creative with some sort of shirt to get me motivated to get them Yeezys out, right? Thinking about the Yeezys, I wore these today. Some Hirachis, but let me tell you something. In the light, these bitches is bright. And you could always tell when a shoe is dope when you got like old white people telling you, hey, those are nice tennis shoes right there. You know what I'm saying? When you got people that you know they not really into shoes, and as soon as you cut that corner, it's just like crack. Hey, nice shoes. I love that feeling. Oh, turns me on. But yeah, man, that was my last pickup, man. Them Yeezys, man. And the reason I brought these up is because these actually look just like the Yeezys, man. They don't look like it, but the colorway is similar, so I know I'm gonna get that type of attention on that shoe. So I'm pretty hype. I'm pretty stoked to get that popping.